Do you know how it's a thing that when it's someone's birthday, you say happy birthday? Or when you just met someone, you say nice to meet you? I know it sounds super obvious, but if we observe in our human lives as a part of a community, there are certain phrases we say in different life situations that are the appropriate or polite thing to say. Hello everyone, this is Maria, and in this new Spanish lesson, we're going to go over some phrases you can say in different real-life situations in the Spanish-speaking world. How to respond to gracias. As you probably already know, gracias means thank you in Spanish. When someone says gracias to you, what you respond is de nada. That means it was nothing. There are multiple answers to gracias, but this is the universal one. The equivalent to you're welcome in English. Other phrases you can say are no hay de qué, it means it was nothing too, or con gusto, my pleasure, at the table. You are with a group of friends, dinner is served, you're all getting ready to eat. What do you say? Buen provecho. That means bon appetit. Achoo! Salud. Salud translates to health, and that's what we say when someone sneezes, wishing them good health. In Colombia, we have this thing that if a person sneezes, we say salud. If he or she sneezes again, then we say dinero, which is money. And if the person sneezes for the third time, we say amor, that means love. By the way, we also say salud when making a toast.
Salud.
Salud.
Calling someone's attention. Let's say you're at a restaurant and you need to call the waiter or waitress attention to order something. Or maybe you're in the street and you need to ask for an address or to ask for information of some sort. What do you say to call a person's attention? You say disculpe in the formal way or disculpa in the informal way. This means excuse me. So you say disculpe or disculpa followed by what you need to say to that person. At a restaurant. Disculpe amigo, ¿me puede traer otro vaso con agua, por favor? Excuse me, friend, can you bring me a glass of water, another glass of water, please? Sorry. At the street. Disculpa, ¿me puedes decir cómo llego al Parque de los Enamorados? Excuse me, can you tell me how do I get to el Parque de los Enamorados? You can also say disculpe or disculpa when you accidentally bump against someone. You're in the streets of a city, rhythm is fast, people are walking with a million things in their head, and then suddenly you come back to the present for a second thanks to bumping against each other. You say disculpa, excuse me. Another way to call someone's attention is by saying, oye. It's sort of like, hey, listen, but this is extremely informal and if said with a tone, it can sound very rude. So you can use it with your friends. Like, oye, ven acá, hey, come here. If you're confused about when to use the formal or informal way, we typically use the informal form with our friends or with people who look our age, and the formal way with people who look older than us or who are senior citizens, or you can use it in formal contexts. This is a general rule, but there are exceptions. There are some places like Bogota, for example, where people use the usted form quite often, even with their friends. I guess you would just have to observe how things work in the place you visit. Fun. Meeting someone. When you're introduced to someone, you shake hands and say, mucho gusto. Mucho gusto. This means nice to meet you. You can also say, un placer. It's a pleasure. After you leave the meeting, following that line, if you're leaving the gathering or a party where you were sharing with people you met that same day, you say goodbye followed by un gusto or un placer, meaning it was a pleasure sharing with you. When you get invited into someone's house and it's the first time you go there, to be polite, you say con permiso as you get in the house. Con permiso. It also means excuse me. The other person may respond, adelante, come on in. You can also say con permiso if you're walking down the street and you need to pass the person who's walking in front of you, if you're a fast walker. Going back to the house invitation example, let's say that the people at this house invited you to have lunch. They gave you a delicious arroz con pollo y papas fritas, and it's so good you ate 2 plates. But there is still food, and they see you liked it so much that they offer more. ¿Quieres más? Would you like some more? Otro poquito? Another little bit? But you're full already, so you respond, Estoy bien, gracias. Estoy bien, gracias. I'm good, thank you. Or you can say, estoy lleno o llena. Estoy lleno o llena. I'm full, thank you. Estoy lleno o llena, gracias. Let's say you're walking through the mall. You are there because you needed to sort something out with your cell phone company. And while walking, you saw something that caught your attention. While you're looking, a salesperson approaches you, but you were not intending to buy anything. So you can politely say, Gracias, solo estoy mirando. Gracias, solo estoy mirando. And that's like, thank you, I'm just browsing, I'm just looking. Or in a similar situation, if you're walking in the street and you find yourself in a touristic place or where there are a lot of street salespeople offering you things and you don't want to buy anything, you can say, no gracias. No gracias, no thank you, or simply gracias, thank you. And that's the end of this practical guide. I hope you have found this useful. Let me know in the comments if you did. Don't forget to hit the like button before you leave, subscribe if you haven't done so, and turn on notifications so you keep learning Spanish with me. Ciao!